Good afternoon, or good morning, depending on when you're watching this video. My name is Dennis Johnson, and I'm coming to you with Mr. J's Flam Jam number 2. Like I said in the first video, some of my students call me Mr. J, so this is called Mr. J's Flam Jam number 2. This jam, so to speak, is a 4-bar phrase, and it focuses on 2 rudiments. The flam accent number 1, which is a triplet with a flam on the first partial, played like triplets, as in, and we put a flam on the first of every 3. And the second rudiment is just a flam paradiddle on the right and on the left. So the first measure is simply 2 flam accents followed by a right flam paradiddle. And then the second measure takes that same rhythm and puts it on the left. So we put the first line, we play the first line, and it sounds like this. All right? Now the second line plays it backwards. Or the line doesn't play it, you play it backwards. So the second line, we start with the flam paradiddles and we go to the flam accents, which will be played like so. So we put it all together, first, second, third, and fourth measure, forwards and backwards, and you'll be able to see it on the music. I think it's going to be over here. You'll be able to see that. It's a pretty simple little phrase, and normally when I play it every day, I play it through 4 times. So anyway, this is it. Mr. J's Flam Jam number 2. Okay, 2 flam accents followed by a right flam paradiddle, followed by 2 flam accents on the left, followed by a left flam paradiddle, and then the second line is just the opposite. Instead of left to right, or right to left. Flam paradiddle on the right, followed by 2 flam accents left to right, and then the last measure is the opposite of the third measure. And you can look at the music to see what I'm talking about. So here it is again. So normally what I do when I'm playing this as part of my routine is that I'll go through it twice. So here it is twice. Okay, it's a pretty neat little flam jam. It focuses on making you, well, it doesn't make you do anything, but it focuses on the 2 rudiment figures, the flam accent and the flam paradiddle, which by design has an upstroke around 9 inches, an accent height actually, and then a tap of around 3 inches. That's usually the norm that everybody across the country uses, is a 9 and a 3. Sometimes you might get in a 12 and a 3, or a 15 and a 3, or way back here in a 3, but under normal circumstances, about 9 inches on the accent, followed by 3 inches on the taps. So anyway, and you can use this and put flam drags on it. You could go and put flam drags in the place of the flam accents. But anyway, so the Flam Jam number 2. So I've got plenty more where this came from. Like I said in the first one, the first Flam Jam, I have notebooks upon notebooks full of things that I sit down out here in my drumming garage and I write them down. If it feels good to my hands, I'm going to write it down. If I'm playing on a pad, maybe just some music or what have you, And I say, that felt pretty good. That combination felt good. It feels like it flows well. I'm going to write it down somewhere in a book, in one of my notebooks here, and put it on my computer program, which I use Sibelius, and then it ends up on my channel. So hopefully you're going to get something out of some of these Flam jams. A lot of these would flow well into another Flam jam, you know, 1 into 2, 2 into 3, etc. Right now I've got 7 that I've notated, and there's like many more, which will come after this. But this is my latest project, Mr. J's Flam Jams. So this is Flam Jam number 2. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you need a PDF, my email is above, and you can email questions or email to get a PDF, and I'll send it to you. And hopefully this is something you can learn to improve your drumming skills. I've enjoyed it, and keep on drumming.